Yeah. He was checking all the boxes for her, and the boxes were he's alive,
Time out. That's
he's mostly male.
he's alive and he's mostly male. Those are boxes.
That concludes the list. Okay. And
No,
he
and he
checked
paid
it.
the bills. And he paid the bills. That was a
That
key
was a
thing.
bonus.
That was a
That's
key
why
thing.
she let him move into her house after 2 weeks. She was
Oh,
always going to marry him because he was what? Alive and mostly male. Okay? Because she told you. I don't think she did this out of loneliness. I think she did it because of a societal pressure on women to get married. She said, I was desperate.
I think
I
desperation.
wanted to get married, and I thought this was my turn.
Well, I mean, I think loneliness is part of that desperation.
I think it is that social pressure
There
on
is that,
women to get
and
married,
men,
to be a wife, and to
and men.
have children.
It's not solely women. It's also men.
But
It's for men
it's
to get to find a wife, to have children, to continue on their legacy.
but it's more socially acceptable for a man to wait longer than it is for a woman. Once you hit a certain age, it's usually around 26, people start asking, when you gonna have a baby? When you gonna get married? What are why are you still single?
Okay. All right.
Men
All
can
right.
be single into their 40s and don't nobody say
Not true.
nothing.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. I get that question. And I've been getting that question for the last 10 years. Bruce, when you going to get married again? Bruce, when you going to have kids? Bruce, when you going to do that? It happens for men too. Does it happen later? Yes.
Yeah.
It happens later for men than it does from women. But I can tell you from a male's perspective, it does still happen. People still ask you. And then when people ask you, it's, don't you want to have kids? Don't you want to continue on the legacy? And I always say, I don't really think that's the reason to have kids.
No, it's a terrible reason to have children.
If the reason to have kids in your mind is to continue on a legacy, that's a real narcissistic way of looking at things. Why does my legacy mean so much that it needs to continue on first and foremost? There isn't anything that I'm not saying that I'm not important, but in the grand scheme of things,
right?
When I close my eyes and take my final breath, will I be as important as a president? I don't know. Maybe one day I might want to run for president, but I don't know. Right. So I don't know what my legacy is.
Because
so
I've chosen violence this entire episode.
Yeah, you have.
I'm going to keep on. I'm going to reload and put in a new clip.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, do your thing. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought because you made me laugh.
What I make you laugh about?
Because I don't know. You just hit a real low voice for some reason.
That anytime you say I'm going to choose violence.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
If you like that clip, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight-ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/Unsolicited Perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.